Welcome to the April 2023 homeowners sales update for the Seattle area. Now we have sales, prices, and predictions, everything you need to know this month. Here in the Seattle area, we've seen median home prices bump up by $10,000 to $760,000, putting us squarely at par to where we were this time last year. Condos are at $525 and houses are at $850. Click the link below if you'd like to learn exactly how much your house is worth right now. Looking at transactions in the city of Seattle, the number of closings has nearly doubled from February to March, but we're still off. These sales represent only about 60% of the transactions that we saw at this time last year, so fewer sales are taking place. This year, our January market was unusually weak, but the number of closings is climbing steeply, and the late 2022 doldrums that we saw at the end of last year seem to be over. Inventory-wise, the number of homes for sale has increased slightly, but it's still low. On average, only about 1,300 homes were for sale at any given time. This is more than we had available last spring, so while multiple offer situations are common, they're not a foregone conclusion this spring like they were last spring. We have right now about a month and a half's worth of inventory, which still puts us in a strong seller's market. A balanced market is thought to be about 4 to 6 months of supply. So as long as inventory stays low, prices will stay strong from where they are now and continue to rise. Some people will pay more because they want something now, especially amid concerns that they'll be priced out as interest rates may continue to go even higher. With our A+ home sales system, we help you maximize your profits when you sell. So if you're thinking about selling, that's certainly something that we can help you with. Now, number 2, let's talk about interest rates. They have been choppy in recent weeks. It's been a very volatile interest environment, but experts at MarketWatch.com predict that they'll stay between 6.5% and 7% this spring. The rates really changed rapidly last year over the second half of the year, which slowed down the real estate market quite a bit. But the buyers who are out now seem to kind of have adjusted to this new normal with the interest rate situation, and they're moving forward with their home buying plans with whatever price bracket makes the most sense for them. So I have lost several buyer clients this spring who are at that bottom price point, kind of like the $300,000 to $500,000 range. They weren't able to find anything they liked at that kind of point of what they could afford. So the next steps for you, if you're thinking about selling, is to request a home valuation. I know making a move is a big decision, but I can certainly help you get it done. My name is Emily Cressey. I'm with HomeSmart Real Estate Associates, and as a real estate professional, I study home prices every day. As the market has changed so much in the last couple months, there's a lot of uncertainty, and some homes actually are not selling in the first week like they used to. Days on market has gone way up. So it's extremely challenging to know how much your home is worth and make that plan to buy your next property. So because of this, I want to offer something special only for those who watch this video. I want to give you the opportunity for a customized one-on-one home evaluation. We'll get together over the phone or on a phone call, video call, whatever you want, in person, and go through exactly what your home would be worth if you were to sell it now. So click the link below and you'll be taken to a page where you can tell me about your home and then have the opportunity to schedule a time to connect with me for a custom one-on-one home evaluation. Simply click the link below to discover your home's true potential. And now it's time for number 3, Emily's predictions for the Seattle housing market this summer, 2023. As you've probably heard me say repeatedly in my email newsletter and on social media, we've seen a lot of choppiness in the market this year. We've had interest rates going up and down. We've had some crazy news headlines, people wondering what's happening with the SVP bank and collapses and, the news, war, Ukraine, all of that good stuff. So what I'm seeing in the field is that some houses are selling for over asking price in just a few days with multiple offers. Some are selling below asking price after a week or more of limited interest, and others are still selling at full asking price after several weeks of seemingly being just sitting stagnant on the market. Over the past year, What's going to happen next in housing has been widely debated. This year, really nobody seems to know. Some people have said we'll have a massive drop in prices and this could be a repeat of 2008, which I will say has not happened. Other people have forecasted a real estate market that could see slight appreciation or depreciation, kind of depending on the area and the part of the country that you're in. As we move more strongly into the spring real estate market, experts are continuing to forecast what they believe will happen. A lot of people believe that the spring will be the peak of the prices, the peak of the selection, and then things will kind of taper off for the rest of the year. I will say in January of 2023, we had a huge uptick in buyer interest, and that demand combined with a low supply is buoying prices. So we're not seeing big price falls. That was kind of what happened at the end of 2022. It's not happening anymore. I think we've kind of bottomed out there, but it could trickle down later in the year. Our low point as far as the data we have thus far was in December and January, and we are seeing our seasonal bump as we usually do here in spring. But it hasn't been as strong of a price bump as it has been in recent years. CoreLogic predicts the continued shortage of for sale homes is likely to keep price declines modest, which are projected to be 3% at most. So a panel of economists that they surveyed at Pulse Economics forecasted the prices to be down 1.5%. They could be up in a couple years, 4%. So they seem to be predicting just sort of modest price growth. And again, this is at a national level. So if you're wondering whether now is the time to buy a home, here are some things to keep in mind. Number one, buying a home helps you escape the cycle of rising rents. This is tied into inflation, right? Costs of everything go up over time. Over the past several decades, the median price of rent has risen consistently, and the value of homes, once you buy and lock in your price and your mortgage, that will not go up anymore on the mortgage. So the bottom line is rent is going up. Number two, home ownership is a great hedge against inflation because again, when you buy a home with a fixed rate mortgage, you secure your housing payment and it won't go up like it would if you rent. It can go down if you refinance if interest rates improve. Number three, home ownership is a powerful wealth building tool. The national average for net worth of a homeowner is $255,000 as compared to only $6,000 for a renter. So all else being equal, if you continue to rent, likely you will not build the wealth that you would if you bought a home. Right now, experts are projecting slight price depreciation in the housing market this year nationally, followed by steady appreciation. However, remember that with these national forecasts, we don't always have local data. So locally, we already saw that big drop off in prices, and we're now seeing, buyer interest and low selection again. So it may be that the bottom of the market is behind us, given the intense bidding and price escalations already happening on select homes here in the Seattle area. My name is Emily Cressey. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you have additional comments or want to get in touch, our website is HomeProAssociates.com. We'll see you there, or we'll see you on our next video.